sheets of steel.
It actually lifted him up and held him in place while he welded him in place.
It was half-inch steel. He had spacers that he put in, so he had 2 layers of steel.
And then lifted the outer shell of that dozer.
So that made it a super fortified cabin.
He was working on it at night, sleeping during the day. But you think somebody would know what was going on down there, but
And he put in surveillance cameras on the outside of the shed, hooked up to monitors he had on inside the shed.
I think he kind of watched us and our schedule, so he knew that basically when we left at 5 or 6 at night, he was free to work and make noise.
I don't understand, but I'm a dumb person anymore. And am I buying that people? You are so mistaken about the real world. You know, you can call it redemption. I don't know. Maybe what happened here, maybe you'll remember that.
Marv knew he was going to be spending long periods of time in the shed, and he had in there a little small video collection that he could watch. One of the movies he had in there was a Van Diesel film called A Man Apart. The hero of the movie loses his wife to a gang of criminals. He takes the law into his own hands, goes out there, shoots up the bad guys, and the movie ends with him alone, but he has somehow redeemed and purified the corrupt society.
When we purchased the property, we had to have insurance on every building, so we had to actually do a walkthrough through that building.
But last fall, I had this dozer about half done. I made up this story. I said this professor was perfecting a cooling system which would cool the air and increase the performance of the engine. I had this whole bullshit story. They don't love it. I couldn't believe it when they walked out the door. It was right there under their nose. How come they didn't catch to you that what you have been doing for God knows how many years is wrong? You picked on the wrong man. I'm not tough. I'm not that strong. What I'm going to do is about me. And God gave me that peace years ago in that hot tub. I had to do this. That I could not do it without God's help. That it was His strength that would spur me on at 51 and 52 years old to get this job done at the pace that I could do it. And I believe that is why He gave me last winter off. He says, Mark, you're not going to get it done. Go take off this winter, go play. You know, it's winter time. I'm not going to be here. Everything's sold. They don't have a muffler shop anymore.
She really did succeed in Randy. He bought that property for $42,000. He was able to sell it 10 years later for $400,000. He says in his own tapes that his muffler business was successful and gave him an opportunity to do what he wanted to do in life, to enjoy his snowmobiling and still.
And that was my goal, so to speak. Take the winter off, relax. You know, maybe something would come up to change my mind.
I need my online degree to mean something. With WGU, it does.
Right? That's
An
stupid to how
accredited
you get an
university
online
with
degree.
programs.
God, I hate this drift.
To the funeral. He took photos. In the photos, you see family members, you see photos of Marv's father in the casket. Included was a selfie that Marv took outside the family